Alright, cunts. Fuck if I already called my audience cunts. I believe I have. Alright, motherfuckers. I've done that too. Pieces of shit. You're all useless anyways, so I guess it doesn't matter what I call you as long as you know your place. But it's actually technically been a couple of days since I've recorded, but I went on a little bit of a trip to the States and back. I still drew and I still practiced some fundamental stuff. Broken Draw actually has a great video. He's a YouTuber. Broken Draw or Broken Draws, some shit like that. He actually commented in one of my videos way back, I mentioned this before, that he believes in me. And then I made fun of him in the subsequent video. But, you know, it's okay. He knows I love him. He doesn't watch these videos, but he knows I love him. Number one fan. This is a one right here. Or is it actually an exclamation mark? Oh my god, you've been let on. Just like the many of you who still believe she'll text you back. But yeah, he has a really good video on 25 drawing exercises. So I might actually turn. I'm most likely going to make a little list of the 25 because I was practicing a bunch of those 25, maybe like 5 or 6 of them. Some of them are just beyond my current skill level, like drawing fucking a bunch of figures and shit from imagination. I'm working towards that, of course. So a lot of the things he even recommends are things I've already either been doing or am working towards. But a bunch of them are just good practice. But either way, I'm probably going to turn. I find the most useful ones for my practice and things I want to focus on, and then just do that every couple days, and that will become my line practice, right? Because I still want to keep the titles consistent. My fucking organization, I don't want it to go to shit with my channel title, my content, and my video titles. But anyways, I actually listened to yes. I will get to drawing. Hold your fucking forces. Hold that shit right now. But I was listening to this wonderful podcast by Andrew Huberman Sensei, and he was talking about growth mindset. And one amazing, the takeaway is focus on the effort, uh, review what works well and what doesn't. So when you make errors, try to understand what caused those errors, what led you to make those errors, and understand that stress can be enhancing. Have the mindset that stress is enhancing, right? Can enhance performance. So embrace the stress, because the more stressed you are while you're learning something, that deep discomfort is actually where the most pivotal amount of growth is occurring. It's a pivotal moment, as they say. So, and he likened it to the fact that people use the analogy that the brain is like a muscle, and he says it's a bit incorrect in the sense that if our muscles were to get smaller after we exercise them, and then to get larger than their baseline after recovery, then we could say that the brain is like a muscle, because that's what happens, right? When we learn something, we actually struggle a lot and we feel like a fucking idiot. But then afterwards, after we rest, days following, even a few hours following, whatever. The point is, after strenuous, what the fuck am I saying? Strenuous amounts of effort and feeling like you don't understand, your brain is consolidating that information and repurposing it to understand. And that's when we come back and we're like, how the fuck can I do this or understand this or approach this better, right? It's sort of a oh shit moment. And I realized I was way too harsh on myself with what I was doing here, because these are much more difficult angles than when I initially tried learning this, right? Because I drew it and then I did it in a couple angles, and I was more so marveling at the fact that I could rotate shapes and something complicated like this. But then for the 0 people who watched, apart from my girlfriend, who know that the following videos for drawing this shape, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, I'm so bad, blah, blah, blah. I was just not getting frustrated, but I was kind of disheartened. That in particular was the incorrect mindset, because what it was is just I had already gotten used to the fact that, oh, yes, I can rotate shapes in perspective now. And I somehow just expected myself to get exponentially better within a day or two. That's not really how it works. So the point being, I feel much better, and I'm definitely going to continue focusing on that growth mindset in the correct way. And there is a fucking correct way to go about it, which is to focus on the effort. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm going to focus purely on the effort. And my effort, what are my efforts focused on? Visualization and perspective. So with that in mind, let's fucking do it. I'm going to visualize. Yeah, okay, I'm actually going to be going for a little bit of, I'm going to try to attempt a bit of a skewed perspective, and let's see how that works. Right? So, okay, and then we got something like this, and then Oh wow, this is actually working already. I'm thinking of the perspective. Perspective. Alright, and then... Wow, I'm a fucking god. I'm actually a fucking genius. I'm the best around. Ain't nobody gonna let me down. Okay, so let's do something like this. And the line work, that's why I really enjoyed the broken draws line work practice, because it definitely helped a lot in that regard. And then we should do something like that. And okay, that line's kind of wonky, but whatever. I'm gonna stop drawing over my lines too. That's another habit I'm trying to break. Okay, and then we can do something like, wait, yeah, okay, that's the perspectives. And then this can go something like that. And there you go. And this will wrap around. Something like that. My girlfriend did say this was pretty difficult to understand. Actually, and this should actually have gone lower down here. But that is how we will just make do and pretend like it didn't happen, right? This is also obviously a very difficult angle to draw from. But that's why I am God and you are not. We just have to ignore every single fucking mistake I make. Okay, and now how does this work? I'm trying to think if I'm trying to make it wait, I'm trying to think. Oh, technically this line shouldn't even exist, so I guess I'll do something like this. This is the thinking part, which is fun. Now that we have something like that, no wait, what am I doing? Let's just move this along first, like so. Okay, let's leave that for now, because this top part is actually, oh my back, what the fuck, ugh. Oh my crack. This time we forego the pussy, for it is safe and sound. Okay. And then something like this. Yes, and then this goes down again. Bigger. My lines are so teen, bro. They're so teen. And then ta-da, something like that. I know I said growth mindset on all that shit, but Jesus Christ, I thought I got better. God damn it! Okay. Okay, and this should definitely have been more like that. Okay, cool. Let's see, that already makes more sense. But either way, and then this. Okay, so now this is coming down like so. Wait, fuck. There you go. Is it there? I guess. Still being a bit fidgety, but what can you do except not be fidgety? I think that's actually the answer. But hey, I'm still learning. Okay, so we might have to really shorten this just to make sure everything comes across. And I don't want to lift it, because that would make things difficult. And we are not about doing difficult things here, are we? Of course not. That's just fucking annoying. Okay, Okay, so let's... And then that... There you go. Cool. And honestly, we might just have to leave this as is, because it's almost impossible to see the rest of it from the camera's point of view. So I'm just gonna do something like that. Oh god. Okay. Well, I need to figure out a way to draw these not so sporadically. Maybe it should be something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. If I want to draw it bigger, it should be like 1, 2, like 1, 2 or whatever. But this fucking, oh shit, I'm like smudging the lines. Fuck. But yeah, this sporadic way of placing things around is not going too well. But I mean, apart from that, it's all good. This is many more opportunities to come on and within. Yeah, it's clear though. Like the biggest thing that's going on is the lack of thinking ahead. It's funny how I thought I could just fit everything, even though I knew if this is a perspective. The funny thing is the perspective thinking of that has been it's pretty good in that regard. I guess the lines. Biggest thing is for this one especially line, confidence, and quality, as well as think ahead, you faggot. Now that's actually an acronym for fun, adventurous guy going on trip. The part of the trip is in brackets. We don't talk about that. This is actually the acronym I had to come up for the word faggot, because I used to be called that a lot in grade 8. And I had to fight back against my peers on their clever use of the word. So I had to be doubly clever, if not triply clever. So there's that. But fuck. Okay, let's move on to the next page. Oh, that was the previous page. So okay. Let's do that again. But let's take a spacing effect break. Where the fuck is my water bottle? Oh shit, did I leave it in the car? Yeah, I did leave it in the car. Okay. Alright, let's do it again, and let's think even harder. Okay, so honestly the top-down view I've had enough of. Let's do a side view. Now this is the angle I want. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it'll be like, well, it depends on the angle I go for, I guess. But yeah, let's just start it off. No, I've already done this angle. Why don't we just do something like this? It is difficult when I put my hand here to draw, but let's go to it. It's already a huge mistake I made there, but it's okay. Damn, why do my lines suffer so much when I draw in the sketchbook? And yes, I'm doing the age-old tactic of blaming the material. But genuinely though, my lines get really shit. Wait. Oh, okay, I see. So this is coming from the back. Wow, I was actually able to think of that pretty fast. I was trying to figure out which orientation, because this is the left side. That just means it's going this way. Oh, the pipe. So it would be something like... yeah, we could just... This perspective technically does make sense. That was a bit of a mess up, but let's say it's wrapping around here, coming out this way, and then we have a... that, right? Okay, and then this thing. Let's see, it's something like... how would that work? I know I already kind of fucked it up because this is not supposed to be going down, but we can still make it work. Could I? I've made this mistake before. I literally made this exact same mistake before. How about this? How about we just stop right here? Why continue? Literally, why continue when you've already made the mistake? Why not just literally just section it off? Or I could just turn this into something else entirely. And try to salvage it, actually. Okay, that's something. And then this can be a tapering, right? Okay, I'm not in the way of the camera. It's only been 20 minutes, so I have a lot of time. But yeah, my lines really need I don't know what it is. Is it because I'm on camera that my lines are suddenly going to shit? Because they're never this bad. I guess I just need to focus more. Alright, well, we can already section this off because there's a lot of issues here. love how I started this fucking video off being like, I'm gonna be more positive, and I'm still just like, why the fuck am I so shit? No, I just don't understand why there's such a disparity in my lines, because I think what this paper actually soaks up ink a lot more, so my lines aren't as thin, and that leads to these inconsistencies. You know what I mean? While on A4 paper, it soaks it up as just what I'm used to is A4 paper, right? So I can get the pressure and consistency down that way. But biggest thing is here, this section. Again, did not think ahead. Completely fucked up the perspective here. Very incorrect perspective. This was a unconfident mark. There's more, but I think that should be it for now. Let me take another break. Oh, I wish I had my water. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, let's try with the left side. I think I'm not always gonna start with the left side. Seems to be safer. Okay, I want to go. Which way do I want to go? Well, let's just draw an ellipse first. Then okay, there's that. Oh, this is gonna be pretty big, but I think that's okay. I'd like to believe that it will all fit, because okay, now this is the left side. Well, either way, is it even gonna go this way? The left side. In what universe would it go to the right? Oh, the one where this is coming out to the left. Ah, got it. Okay, cool. So again, we gotta get something like yeah, it has to be like this. So something like that. Although this line should not have been up there that much. This is a bit inaccurate, because we would have had something like this, right? And then let's see, this cylinder is jutting out, but it is being, so it's essentially jutting out, it's being wrapped around like so, and it's coming around. That doesn't mean there you go, hold up. Okay, and then it's wrapping around. We have another wrap around. It's here, comes around like so. So we can just have something like that. Okay. Yep, and then now this is going all the way. This is going all the way. There you go. Up, drew over the line again. That's a mistake. Okay, so there you go. So that's this shape. It's a bit inaccurate because there's supposed to be. I think this was supposed to be much longer. To be honest, this little shape, yeah, it's supposed to come down to here, and then go over. So that's a mistake, and that's okay. Again, I'm trying to commit this particular shape design to memory, but at the same time, the more exact I can make it, the more I can play with it, if that makes sense. Right? So it's not really that important for me to commit it, but at the same time, I do need to do my best. So it's perspective, cool. Okay, and now let's see, let's just okay. That curve was supposed to be more curved. My fingers shaken a little bit. And then something like that. Yeah, this should be much thicker. Or maybe, yeah, it should be coming down like that. Okay, that's something I can fix afterwards. Here you go. This one should be smaller. Again, that's okay. So that's another fuck up, is it should be going higher up. But it's okay. These things happen. I can make this smaller. And then yeah, that's really off. But let's keep going. That's how we get better. Wait. Jesus. Wow, that back end got really fucked. Which is good. Because now I know I really need to work on building it up as well, right? So, well, let's sanction this off as well. Section this off as well. We're not sanctioning shit. Please do excuse my lack of vocabulary. I'll get it back once I'm 500 days sober. Wee. Okay. Let's note down what went wrong here. Well, okay, well, this section is a lot longer, right? What else? Somehow it's already been half an hour, but I get this is the last day I'm practicing this shape anyways, but yeah, I mean, doing my best. Doing my best! Didn't think, did not think ahead here at all, plus off perspective, plus unconfident mark, plus gay lord. Okay, yeah, that is also off perspective. What else? My biggest thing is always just unconfident marks, but smiley face, we're working on it. Fuck, that doesn't look smiley. We're so working on it, man. We're totally working on it. Okay, another little rest. This is good though, I mean, this difficulty is what makes me stronger. So yeah, I will cope on that till the day I die. And the upside down view is the most important view. I can do the right side up, but really thinking ahead and visualizing, still the most important part, but still very difficult. So I just gotta keep trying. You know, it might be best while I'm drawing to be like, okay, what comes first, and then what comes next, and then what comes next, right? What do I need to think about? So let's do, I guess, this way, right? And let's make this base over here. Wait. You see immediately, like, which way should it be? Well, this is the most difficult view, so if I start all the way here, well, let's just do this first, right? Okay, wait, let's think ahead. Okay, it would be bleeding out a little bit, so let's make it over here. Start all the way here. And it would be sort of like this. Okay. Cool. And I'm just gonna keep the shitty lines so I can keep working on them. I'm gonna actively start thinking about what comes next as well. Damn, that already made such a huge difference. That's awesome. And I'm gonna leave all these little, because while it may seem like a stylistic decision, these are all errors. You know, this break is just me not keeping the line consistent, which is good because it helps me focus on that. Okay, just keep reinforcing the perspective in my mind. Okay. Cool. trying to think which that is correct. So I know that's correct. I just need to think. What this would look like. And that's regarding the perspective. Technically, I know it would be an ellipse like this, but I need to really think about the perspective. So it's going this way. So I know it's going to be like this. And then what? Like this and then that. Doesn't make any sense to me. Some errors there. I'm gonna go back and okay. Okay, cool. Bit off center for sure, but that's fine. And then we have this, that, okay. Okay, let's make this up. And then we have something like that. Well, I actually made a mistake here in terms of the technically of what the shape is supposed to be, but we're just gonna roll with it. Whatever, this was actually supposed to be this entire thing, but either way. And this is also too long because this was end up becoming too small. But again, either way, and then okay, it's still in view. And now this is the difficult part where I'm going to have to think about. So it's like that. This one's kind of just like that. Ah, yes, okay, and then so here we're gonna have to do something like I know this is relatively, not relatively, this has inaccuracies for sure, because this, again, this line should be much further back. But it's okay, we're working on it, right? So that's what matters. And then we have, let's really try to think. Oh yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, perspective is going off base. And drawing the lines from here is very difficult. That's actually better though, to be honest. That's much better. I mean, let's see what I can discern. Ah, well, actually, I think the biggest thing I can note is maybe this. I'm not even supposed to see this end. Isn't it just supposed to be like this? Yeah, it's just supposed to be like that. So this, we do not see. That is wrong. This is too thick because this should be the same thinness as this over here. This is supposed to be like so, right? And then this one, we're not supposed to. If I was gonna have it come this short, this line should not exist. It should just stop right there. And then this is diverging. Diverging plus unconfident marks, right? Plus like unconfident marks plus incorrect perspective. Cool. Well, we know what the problem is, so let's take a break and then let's literally just practice this section, but building it from the bottom up. Right? That's clearly something that needs to be worked on. So let's work on it. Okay. Let's just build it up from the bottom and let's try to think. Just building it up. This is basically this angle, right? So it comes down like so. And if this is the angle. I should probably stop right there, and this is where the cylinder comes out, right? Something like that. But then again, this is also very incorrect. This sort of a cylinder, because it should be more like this. Yeah. Okay. So maybe if anything, I should just work on this connection right here, right? Getting that down. Because what's really happening, whether upside down or right side up, if we just do upside down, it's just a base, the wrapped around cylinder, right? Then it's like coming out a bit, then it's thicker, and then it's just going like that. And again, we have another other thicker one, right? Whatever. I'm not trying to keep the thickness too accurate, but whatever. And then it's same shit. It's just coming around like that. This one is kind of, let's just say it's same shit though. And then maybe the cylinder. I guess I have to think about the cylinder, right? So would it just be Yeah, it would probably just go up, and then you see a little bit of the cylinder there, because it is wrapping around. And then again, we have the base. That's basically the shape. I hope that can be seen on camera. Okay, it can. But yeah, that's basically the shape, right? The wonky lines aside, that's the shape. So if I can just commit that and think about it as a perspective cluster. So if I can just think about it as a perspective cluster, right, where we have that, and then you have something like that. And then we have a cylinder coming across like this. And there's a bigger one, like so, just coming down, right? And then now we need to just, I mean, actually, technically, this should have been more going that way, but if it's not doing that and we're just trying to figure out the shape, then it should be more like this, right? And then we have something like this. It's actually very difficult to draw the ellipses, like the underdrawing, or like just kind of doing it as is, if that makes sense. Like when you have to do it within and inside something around, right? You have to account for it beforehand. And then again, you have something like that. Actually, no, sorry. It's more like this. There you go, because I have to keep the perspective in mind. And then we have like so. You have this as well. This is a great way to keep the perspective in mind, by the way. Yeah, and then this fucker. Actually, that's much bigger, but either way. Something like that. Actually, I fucked up. I made this way too high up. Because this should be something like that. Actually, no. That's a big error right there. So let's pause, highlight that, and then try drawing it again. This perspective is incorrect, right? So would that not be more like, if this is the perspective, it'd be more like this, right? Yeah, it'd be like that. And this would come in like so. Something like that. At the end of the day, it is sort of wrapping around. Let's try again. Let's try it from the bottom. This time, let's section this off. So the thing is, like, with the growth mindset shit, it says it's all about the effort that you put in, right? But sometimes I genuinely can't tell if I'm putting in an effort or not, because I do feel like I'm trying, but maybe I'm just not trying hard enough. And that's actually my biggest concern, is maybe I'm just not trying hard enough, right? Is that my bottleneck? Is that what's holding me back? I'm just not expending enough mental energy. I don't know. That's the only thing that concerns me, I'll be honest. But I'm doing my best. Honestly, I think I'm just holding myself back because I keep talking and feeling the need to entertain. This is gonna be my fucking autism. I mean, I do like to blame everything on a possible autism. That way, I don't have to take accountability for my own lack of effort. But truly, the autism is what may be stopping me. Because why do I feel the compulsion to talk when I can just draw? Is it because my girlfriend's giving me shit for not talking in my videos anymore? Perhaps. Fuck you, baby. Don't tell me what to do. This is my fucking art channel. Okay, let's try that again. Because I've already taken note that I need to think a certain amount in order to achieve a specific result. So I need to go with that in mind as well. So I'm just gonna be quiet right now and really just think. Obvious error. Didn't align it, but this is good because I'm actually thinking of that. I think that's an error as well because it's wrapping around. So this should go all the way like this and then wrap around. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah, it just needs to go straight and then do a wrap around very subtly. I think that makes more sense. Okay. Then we have okay. Still really difficult to think ahead there, but I'm trying. Then yeah, these two are off perspective. Okay, that's something to note. Okay. I think I'm getting something down. And then okay, that's off. Let's see. Okay, that's also off perspective. Okay. This is very difficult, which the audience will most likely never understand because it just looks like garbage. But even garbage takes a lot of effort. Ta-da! Oh, that's really hard. And it's almost been an hour down. I mean, this is good practice. I might just practice doing this over and over on my own. Just this, to be honest, because the rest is actually very simple. Actually, this is the entire thing. I might just practice this shape over and over on my own, because getting this down is, in my opinion, very worth. Well, I guess let's section it off. And I'll be coming back to sketchbooking probably a month from now, right? Roughly. Because I've done the first two parts, which is take some random household object, draw it and rotate it. Obviously, I did it my way, which I just went ballistic and only rotated it as in as many angles as possible. But again, my worry is I'm not learning efficiently enough, because I am taking efforts to try to, like, I think I'm putting decent amount of effort in, but maybe I'm just not smart enough or something. But hey, let's have a positive attitude, right? The stress is a good thing. The stress I felt while trying to do this is a good thing, which is true. Stress is enhancing, so that's a good thing. I learned a lot. I did all the right things, which is I focused on the effort, I focused on the errors and what went well and what didn't, and I focused on believing that the stress in and of itself is good for my efforts, which are all true. So in terms of applying a growth mindset and actually doing it to the best of my ability, I actually think I did great. So I guess this is the part about mindset and the learning process. I just have to enjoy this feeling. So I guess rather than, the biggest thing is clearly enjoying this feeling, right? Having fun with learning, actually enjoying this, even though, this looks like shit and this looks like shit and this, okay, let's change the word. The terminology from looks like shit to not what I expected, right? Not what I expected. But just because it's not what I expected doesn't mean it was not valuable, right? I still really put a lot of effort to put these down. So I can say right here, what critique can I give? Think about perspective. How about just think harder? Think harder of visualization. It's the biggest thing, right? Visualization. This one's off center. This is actually a pretty hard perspective to do in general, because if we're trying to do it like this, right? That's actually not too bad. And that's actually pretty accurate as well, because this should be a bit behind this, because it's going behind it. Actually, no, and technically in this one, this should be a bit forward, because this one's the one that's behind. But either way. But yeah, that's not too bad. I mean, I'm purposefully doing very difficult perspectives, which is important, right? I am actually challenging myself. I'm not sticking within my comfort zone, which is why it looks not up to par, right? It's all about terminology. But the biggest thing I need to work on is drawing up, right? So let's actually just fill this page, and let me just do a little bit longer episode today. First, let me take a break, but let's practice on just drawing up, you know? Just this part right here, in the sense that I guess drawing down and drawing up, these two are the most difficult. Yeah, this will actually force me to think ahead. I should get into the practice of literally just forcing myself to draw a part of the thing that's ahead of it. Not just with this, but with anything, right? That will force me to really think about the spatial reasoning. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do my best to focus on that as well. I like to make things as hard as possible for myself. Let me just take a break and fill the rest of the page with this stuff. All right. So first, let's do this, right? If I just that wasn't bad. It's like filling in the blanks. I did this, but oriented this way, like this. I basically turned it around like that. So this top went this base. Yeah, that I think you understand what I'm trying to say. But I turned it around, and that's not bad. That's not bad at all. to be honest, all things considered. But of course, we should always note down what is working and what isn't. This right here needs to connect better. I'm just doing scribbles, to be honest. I'm just fucking scribbling to make it look like I'm writing notes, but I'm not gonna understand any of this. Fucking and looking back on it. But I know right now, which is all that matters. This is off perspective. Maybe this. That's correct. That's also correct. Yeah, and then this is where, because again, like this is, it's being looped around like that. And then we have our nice little cylinder right there. And then it's going around. Then we have that. That's the shape, right? So this isn't correct. It needs to be more like that. And I would love to fill this out as well. So why don't I? Yeah, well, this will probably be like an hour and 25 minutes, I guess. Okay, now let's do this side. And let's, again, choose a very difficult angle. Let's make it go this way, actually. Actually, no, I want to account for this entire pipe now. So, no, actually, let's just do this. Yeah, but let's make it, okay. Maybe this way? No, I do that angle a lot. Let's do... Okay, let's do it this way. It's still recording, which is good. I probably should have started down here, but it is what it is. And then this becomes... something like that. I mean, again, this could use work. I'm still trying to figure that out, but it's all right. I think the biggest thing we can note of this is the fact that the lines are needing work. But again, I am thinking, like that's the thing, right? I am thinking, I am expending effort. I think it's the best I can do. Is it not? Okay. Cool. Okay, I guess an hour and 11 minutes. Let's just say maybe that just needs a shadow. Actually, well, this is misaligned actually, so it looks a bit off. And I guess, yeah, unconfident marks in terms of just how shaky the lines are, right? That is off center. Yeah, again, like this is unconfident marks. I think this is slightly off center. It's okay. It's okay overall. So yeah, clearly just working on the biggest bottleneck, which is drawing it from the bottom up. Either or. But actually I should have tried it from, I think this angle is actually my kryptonite, so I should have done it from that as well. But that is something my brain can work on in the background as I continue to work on other aspects. But yes, as you can all see, this is the ugly part of sketchbooking, right? Nobody really sees this. Nobody really sees this. Let's be honest, right? Nobody sees, and very few artists are actually willing to show this part of the growth. You know, we all know 5 years from now, anything I draw to the same level to the same level of effort that I expended today, anything I draw to the same level of effort that I expended today will look 100 times better than this. We all know that. I'll be drawing some crazy fucking shit using the same amount of mental energy 5 years from now. But a lot of people, a lot of artists start any sort of social media following when they get to that point. And I initially wanted to do that as well when I get good, right? That's what a lot of us think. When I'm good enough, I'll do blank. I'll open up my fucking account. There's a lot of people who actually showcase their progress as well, but I would like to think that I'm unique, quote unquote, in the sense that I am willing and consistently showing the very consistent as well ugly parts of my art, right? Every now and then I'll draw something decent, but none of you really see that because I'm always pushing myself and I'm always trying to draw things that I can't just draw just yet, you know, like it's still enough out of my reach, like this enough out of my reach, this, right? Like, yeah, look, it's getting better, right? I can draw it separately, but this still relatively out of my reach. You know, visualizing this entire thing is very difficult, but I would like to believe growth mindset with enough effort, consistency, focusing on the errors, right? Believing and enjoying the process. And I genuinely do enjoy this process. And I think I've said this exact same fucking thing multiple times at this point. And I don't care! But yeah, I hope you all fucking enjoyed. I don't know where the fuck I'm going with this anymore. Believe in yourself. Believe in the me that believes in you, Gurm Lagan. Sorry, believe in the me that believes in you. Gurren Lagan! There you go. That's the cringe anime weeb shit we all watch me for. So, as always, keep drawing and please give me money. Yay! I've done that exact same outro before, but honestly, I'm running out of random noises to make. So, dibbity doobity, wobbly woobly, look at me, I'm Pickle Viggy. Fucking give me money, die.